That's not true. I mean, I did. I went to bed at 11. I went to sleep at 11, but I went and got into bed around 5. And like that's early. And so like I was just like I was tired. I had a day. Okay, I think we're going to jump in and get started. Sound good, Nord?
Yes. Actually, I can save this for later. So yes.
What was it?
I was just going to talk about the Mechajammer stuff, but
Oh, well, we're going to talk about it. That's part of our Geeky Talk.
yes.
Always trying to get me sidetracked, right? Okay, today is stream number 411.
What's the 411, yo?
I'm Hazziesof. As always, to my left is my amazing, very energetic partner, Nord, aka Nordicmonkey. Say hello to the stream, Nord.
I am the very energetic Nord, aka Nordicmonkey. Hello to the stream.
And today we're going to be playing a Forgotten Realms title, Baldur's Gate. So we're going to delve further into that. Last time we played it, we got into the very beginning. We haven't even seen any combat yet. So
what are you talking about?
We
got jumped twice, and we had to fight rats.
Oh, I don't consider that real like we haven't even seen a dungeon or anything.
We haven't gotten in major group combat.
Yeah, we haven't gotten anything major. Also the rat fighting with the rats. It was like a tutorial, I think.
Yes,
that's the reason they did it. So it wasn't like real combat or anything like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that's what they did in Icewind Dale as well. So you're like in a tavern and the lady's like, or maybe it was bugs. She needed some creepy crawlies out of her like basement or cellar or whatever. And they basically did the same thing in Icewind Dale to get you like ready for the combat. But honestly, as you get further into the game, you are not prepared for the combat because there's just so much to the game. At least that one, tons of dungeon crawling. I don't know how much dungeon crawling is going to be in Baldur's Gate. Because I don't remember that much about Baldur's Gate. Now, if it was Baldur's Gate 2, Baldur's Gate 2, I remember some dungeon crawling, but I don't remember I remember there was a lot of story as you're dungeon crawling. That's what I remember from Baldur's Gate 2.
Yes, significantly more story. Still good dungeon crawling, but significantly.
Yeah, like, because in Icewind Dale, it was all like, here's your quest, now just go to the dungeons. And that's all you did. You didn't get a lot of story.
You're like,
wow,
crawling. We've gotten like 3 levels down in this dungeon. We got to be close. And it's like, no, you got like 3 more to go.
Yeah. Whoever designed those dungeons, way to go.
Yes,
those are
Dale
massive,
was
epic dungeons. Oh my god.
And so
I really loved it. So I'm excited to see what Baldur's Gate has in store for us. So, because I just don't remember anything about the first Baldur's Gate. I don't think I played a whole lot of it. I think when I was playing it, Baldur's Gate 2 came out like directly after, and I just hopped into Baldur's Gate 2 and played that instead.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to expect from.
I played Baldur's Gate 2 first, and then I was like, hey, I want to learn a little bit about Baldur's Gate 1, and then I was like, I don't want to be level 1, and I went back.
Anyways, we're starting our Geeky Talk segment, y'all, where we're gonna kind of geek out or talk about some things that we're interested in our other games with y'all, the viewers, for about half an hour to an hour before we get into our Baldur's Gate game. I think we're gonna start off with we watched a movie. We watched a movie last night.
We did.
And
we did.
Okay, so we watched this movie. Like, I'm scared to tell you all this, but I don't care, because if you like me, you don't care what I like, I guess, if you don't like this movie.
Like me.
But we watched this movie on Netflix called Thunder Force. It has Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer in it. And I really liked the freaking movie. And, like, I keep track of the movies that I watch on Letterboxd. And I went to Letterboxd to go and I was like, I give this 5 stars. It was freaking hilarious. And
we were cracking up a lot.
There was an average of 1.9 stars on Letterboxd. So many people somebody said it was dry humor, and I was like, that's not dry. No. I looked up what dry humor, what that meant, and they were like, it means like they're not changing expression, or it could be like deadpan. That was not dry humor.
No.
So I mean, there might have been a little bit of dry humor in it when it came to like one of the henchmen that got tased. That was dry humor. Yeah. But like the main characters, that was not dry humor.
See, spoilers.
So
you see her?
Well, that wasn't a major thing that happened, so I'm not worried.
It's also been out for a while. I'm just giving you a hard time.
It's been out for a while. But anyways, no, we had been waiting to watch Thunder Force. I remember when we stopped subbing to Netflix was right when about the time that I think Thunder Force had come out, and I was like, it's too bad we stopped subbing to Netflix at the time. But so we'd been wanting to watch it. Finally watched it. I really liked it. I was kind of disappointed that so many people like did not like it, but I don't really care. I feel like that some of y'all, I'm not saying out in this audience or anything like that, but some of the people don't like it because they're a little bit judgmental about the main characters. Because two of the main characters are like middle-aged women and they're having a freaking ball, and I think it's freaking hilarious. And Melissa McCarthy did really good with like the slapstick comedy stuff in that movie. I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Had a good time watching it. It seemed like the cast had a good time making the film too. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I thought it was a great movie. I would definitely like watch it again when I want to laugh or whatever. It's good. I don't know why people dislike it, but you know, whatever. Whatever. Like none of my friends on Letterboxd like it except for one other person. This other woman liked it too. I was like, okay,
typically
fine.
Middle-aged women, especially, and I don't mean this in a pejorative way. I mean it as a description because I'm a fat person too. Middle-aged fat women, they get typecast, and this was not that. So
yeah, I thought it was really good. Oh, I've just realized what film you're talking about. I love that one. Yeah, see, Naya
knows what's going on.
Oh, it was so good. Like I loved it. And the freaking Jason Bateman, that he plays like one of the miscreants. He's so freaking good in it too. It was so funny. I don't know. It had me cracking up. I really enjoyed it.
The first dance scene?
Yeah.
Or what about the Old Bay?
Yeah, it was freaking hilarious. Oh my God, I absolutely adored that. Like, I had a hard time almost every scene I was like laughing. Like, it was just freaking, it was just so ridiculous and funny. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, is this really happening right now? Like, it's such a good movie. I feel kind of glad because I was gonna go to one of my all-time favorite movies. I don't feel a part of this world anymore, which has Melanie Linsky and Elijah Wood are the main characters or the main actors in the movie. And but that is like a dark comedy, so it's a very different vibe from very, very different vibe from Thunder Force. But I'm kind of glad that we watched Thunder Force because I kind of needed that kind of laugh.
Okay, you know how somebody was saying dry humor?
Yeah.
The part where Melanie Linsky's like, I'm not going to let you kill anyone. And then they look over at the dead body, and then she's like, anyone else.
Yeah, in that movie.
That's dry humor.
Yeah, like, that's why I'm like, when sometimes I read reviews, and I'm like, okay.
No.
Do you mean, I think what the person probably meant was, like, it wasn't funny to them.
Yeah.
And so, but just because it's not funny to you does not mean it's dry humor. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
No,
But I'm gonna die on that hill. Thunder Force is a great comedy. I loved it. It's just too bad that more people didn't enjoy it. But
all right.
I do on Letterboxd. I do have a list of like I've made two lists. One list is movies that I like that nobody else seems to like, and then I have a second list of movies that I didn't like that seems like everybody likes, just because like I like to see where those things land. Yeah. And so
Thorn.
That was another movie added.
Cheers. Good to see you.
Cheers.
Happy
Thorn.
Friday.
Good to see you. But yeah, it was an excellent movie. I enjoyed myself. I really needed that like kind of pick me up. I felt much happier after watching it. I'm glad Nord talked me into watching it because we weren't gonna watch it.
Okay. So Chris Farley's been gone for a while, but Zach Galifianakis seems to kind of cover a lot of his stuff. And
I love Zach Galifianakis.
If it was Zach Galifianakis instead of Melissa McCarthy, then you would have seen this thing like nailing it out of the park.
I really like him.
And they are, in my opinion, similar levels of talent. Although Zach Galifianakis has not been able to pull off a serious character in the way that Melissa McCarthy does. When she was in 9 Perfect Strangers.
Yeah, she was good in 9 Perfect Strangers.
Fantastic.
I really liked it. And then also, Can You Ever Forgive Me? That's like one of my other favorite movies that she did. She played a serious character. But, I mean, it was kind of funny. It was like that was dry humor. Now, that movie with most parts, that was dry humor. And I really liked that one as well. But that was I would say that's more serious.
It was very serious.
So yeah. But yeah, so I had a good time. Thank you for talking me into watching that movie, Nord. I think I don't think, were you like not wanting to watch the other movie, or was it like you just wanted to laugh, or was it because like when we left off from paying a sub for Netflix, like that had just come out and we didn't get to see it?
Yes to all those, except I also wanted to see I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore. But that was the first thing that we scrolled to, and I was like, hey, let's check it out.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, that movie, The Starling, she was great in that one. Can you jog my memory of which one that is? Is this the one where she's like the manager? I can't remember which one The Starling is. Which movie is that? I need a memory jog.
Thorn and freaking movie trivia.
Like, I can't remember all
like,
of the movies.
We'll be like, we're covering all the ones that we know that she did this, and Thorn's like, you've forgotten this. Thorn nails it on the movie.
It's on
trivia.
Netflix only. Okay, so we may have not seen it, so I'll have to check it out.
Okay, yeah, then we probably missed it.
We should check it out
when we had a lapse.
There's this. God, I think it was like, I don't know. There was this one movie with Melissa McCarthy where she's a mom and she goes back to college with her daughter.
Oh god!
And it's so freaking funny because she does like a speaking in public kind of thing.
She has to do a presentation in front of the class.
And she freaks out, and I just couldn't stop laughing because I could totally relate to it. Because I'm just like, oh my god, I know. But that was such a good movie too. Like, it was really funny. Anyways, let's move on to something else. Unless you want to say anything else about the movie, Nord. I wanted to bring up that movie because I really thought it was good. So yeah, watch it.
Honestly, if you see any movie in which middle-aged women aren't typecast, you're going to see a lot of negative reviews.
Yeah, that's true.
Immediately. And ones where middle-aged women are typecast, you're going to see a lot of negative reviews. Basically,
so if y'all
a lot of reviewers don't like middle-aged women.
So if y'all don't like me because I really adore middle-aged women, then that's your problem. I'm okay with it. You don't have to like me. That's too bad. It's a really serious movie. Oh, okay. And it's got, I'm assuming, so Melissa McCarthy, is she like a main character, side character? How, like, I've never even heard of it. So I'll have to get on Netflix and check for The Starling. So yeah. Have you ever heard of The Starling? Never heard of it.
No.
I was thinking she was talking about that one where, remember where Melissa McCarthy's like basically the boss lady? I don't know, maybe it's, and she's, you know, and she's got the funny hair and she always wears turtlenecks in that one.
Yes, because she didn't break her neck, but she got like a neck strain while doing doing one of the, what is it? Not tricks, but when somebody does something crazy in a movie, stunt. She did a stunt, hurt herself, and she's like, no, I'm going to carry on. Yeah. And so she just wore turtlenecks over her freaking...
Yeah. Thorne said, she is the main Chris O'Dowd, Kevin Kline, Timothy Klein. Okay. Kevin Kline and Timothy Oliphant. So I know Chris O'Dowd because I like him in the IT Crowd, and he was also good in one of my other favorite movies, Loving Vincent. But
Loving Vincent was...
Yeah, he was the dad of the guy who goes to investigate Vincent van Gogh's death. But anyways, so Chris O'Dowd I know, but I can't think who Kevin Kline, and I don't know who Timothy Oliphant is.
Well, there aren't a lot of ads for Netflix outside of Netflix, so but now we have Netflix, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll have to check out the Starling then.
We've been living off of Showtime, HBO, Hulu, that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
we're just slumming it without the Netflix.
Okay, y'all. So we are gonna start talking about some. Did you want to talk about Mechajammer first? I was just gonna show. Let's do For the King first, and then we'll finish off with Mechajammer, and then we'll jump into the game. Is kind of what I'm thinking. So last time I brought up For the King, which, by the way, y'all, our friend Sheldon did do a marathon for all of the overworld maps or modes or whatever on this game. So yeah, like I think he had done a rerun recently as well too. This is a game that I really enjoyed and I've considered coming back to. It's a really good game. But I think it was a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago, one of our Geeky Talk segments, we had brought up how they were having like a Christmas fall rule creature competition.
And fall rule is the land for the place.
Yeah, so they finally got their winners. So I was just gonna show off like some of the a couple of the characters. I don't understand Winner 2. So Winner 2, it's just like words, so I don't know what.
Winner 2 is an epic tale about it. So they had different ways that people could do their Christmas creature. But the first one is presented via using the in-game graphics.
I like the first one.
Yeah, it's like a decorated Christmas tree horror. And then
yeah, I like that one.
Story. And then winner number 3 is
the Christmas cat.
The Yule cat.
It's so cute. It kind of reminds me of Tribes of Midgard a little bit when I see the Yule cat.
Or Palicos.
Or the Palicos. Yes, I was saying calicos. Palicos. I think I was saying calicos because recently they had we were watching a streamer. I think it was Kazat. Y'all know her. And she was playing Calico. Calico has been on my wish list for a while. But I saw her playing Calico, and that's another one of the ones that I want to play. But yeah, I just wanted to show you all that because I had talked about that on our stream earlier. But also, there has been another update for Mechajammer, which Mechajammer is one of the games that we have showcased, and we will be coming back to it, but it's probably going to be sometime in March, maybe late February. I'm not real sure yet.
It depends on what they get stuff for it.
But before we like jump into what's been, I'm assuming you've looked at the notes, so we'll let you like present the stuff.
Well, the first portion is people suggested builds. Some of it's RPing, some of it's like, hey, I really want to do certain things.
Okay, but before you go on to that, I just want to say, so Nord got into this dev diary for the clip that I clipped and I put on YouTube. So I was just really happy to see this.
This was the second time
This was a surprise to me. I didn't expect
They did not let us know we were going to be in their dev diary.
Yeah,
this is the second time we've been highlighted in a dev diary. So that's really cool.
Yeah, so I think that's really, really cool. We had been highlighted in I think it was Terminal Conflict as well. But Mechajammer highlighted this little clip that I had made of Nord and put on YouTube Shorts. So it was, honestly, I got really excited about it because I wasn't expecting it because it was a surprise. So yeah, I was kind of happy about it.
Yeah, and they're highlighting specifically how they did a fantastic job on the music in that because it lets you know in that case when you're in the wrong part of town because the music did get worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a really cool surprise. I'm just sitting there. I was just sitting there taking a look at the dev diary, and I was like, Nord as Snake, and I'm like, what? So yeah.
Yeah, so that was like really cool. So you were saying the first couple of things are like starting builds that people started out with?
Yes,
I wish I could make it larger because it's really hard to see. I can't even see it. It's on my normal screen. So can you like see any of it?
Yeah, so the first one is a child soldier build, which is just kind of like they got a lot of points in the early stuff, and it's pretty well rounded. They only have the job trooper, so they're very young. Second one is the bang 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 build, and it's all slug guns.
Yeah,
and one
I see
in social.
That's what I probably should do because I really like doing the slug guns. That's like my favorite weapon in that game. Yeah, I'm all about the slug.
And then you got the 69-year-old woman build.
Can you tell what their jobs that they spec'd in that second one?
I'm gonna have to.
The only problem with this bang 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 build that I can foresee.
So trooper, syndicate, security, and data entry.
Okay. So one of the problems I can see with this build is like, how would you kill the things? Because like sometimes you don't have bullets. So it's kind of like, I mean, they got one in social, so maybe you can convince somebody to help you, but I think you have to have a lot more points into the social in order to get like people on your team, don't you?
Typically, you have to have a lot more points in social in order to really pull it off. Yeah. However, once you get through the beginning and you start getting bullets, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
And then they got the 69-year-old woman one, which has...
Whoa, 69.
She was a pickpocket, a gig worker, a trial subject, a street doctor, a
street doctor. I didn't even know that was a profession.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drug dealer. Fortune teller, wise one, and then data entry.
Okay.
And then there's sneak throw stab build, which is everything
I like this.
In one-handed edge and in thrown.
I kind of like this.
And they went with pickpocket, looter, and syndicate security.
Okay.
And then that's when you get to the little videos.
Okay, so and then moving on, we also got some other I guess like YouTube videos that they went ahead and highlighted. So if you want to like check out the other videos and learn more about this really cool game, which I can't wait to play like more of it, especially since they're back from vacation now.
They have a lot of improvements coming down the pipeline,
yeah.
And they've been working very heavily with the testers.
I really like this game, y'all. Like I don't know. I think once they get the some of the bugs a little bit like out of the game, they polish it a little bit more. I really think this is not going to be just an okay game. It's going to be a great game.
I think in 6 months this is going to be like a classic.
Yeah. So I'm like really excited about this. But yeah, so I will put a link of this. Well, actually we'll link it in chat in case y'all do want to look at it, but it's also in our Discord under showcased games.
Mm-hmm.
If you're interested in look at more of the links and all those YouTube videos. So I'm gonna link
Thorn, I bought my Lost Ark Founders Pack all ready to slowly download and sit in queue on February 8th. Hey, it'll work out.
Hey, at least you'll be able to do it before, everybody else. I mean, that's why it's worth it. In my opinion, I think it's worth it to be able to do that a little bit early. I don't know. Like, I know everybody always complains when a new game is coming out and like they talk about the queue and whatever. I get excited with all that stuff happening. I don't know why. Like when there's a queue, it means people are excited to get in the game.
That's true.
Like I know like Nord hates it too, but it does not bother me. I'm just kind of sometimes it sucks having to wait, but like it makes me excited because everybody else is really excited to get in the game. If the queue's long, a lot of times that means that everybody wants to play, and so it's just the excitement that comes with it. So
that's fairly true.
It does not bother me.
Thorn had her sip reaction to sneak throw stab. Yeah, I think I know what you'd be playing, girl. You can also use grenades in it, although I haven't. Like a lot of them are like Molotov cocktails. There's not like explosive grenades that I've really seen. And so they didn't really tend to do a lot of damage. But there are thrown explosives, just nothing that I've seen that's very substantial yet. So if I find out that they have really good thrown explosives, then I'm definitely going to recommend it to you, Thorn. Maybe we'll buy it for you.
It's a good game. I think once they get it polished, I think Thorn will actually like enjoy it quite a bit. So
yeah. It just needs some polish.
It just needs a little bit more polish. But I think it's an excellent game.
The fundamentals are there.
Yeah, and I like a good CRPG, and I would say this is a pretty darn good CRPG. So yeah, and also it's cyberpunk, which I haven't done a lot of CRPG like cyberpunk stuff. So like I know like there's been like what is that called? What is it called?
Shadowrun?
Yeah, Shadowrunner. But I never got around or Shadowrunners.
Shadowrun.
Quit
adding stuff to run.
I didn't hear you, so sue me, Nord. You can go ahead and sue me, but you ain't getting nothing. I saw the Molotov cocktail action where it was a short throw and Nord set himself on fire.
We don't talk about that, Thorn. Jeez.
We don't talk about that here, Thorn. Okay, so
I have no idea what you're talking about. I bet you can't find a clip.
Okay, I think we're ready to jump into some Baldur's Gate, so I'm going to bring up the game right now.
One last thing I want to mention. We both got our asses stomped yesterday on Rise of Humanity.
I don't even want to talk about it. I'm so sad about it.
The new challenge is hard.
Bad day yesterday. I had a bad freaking day. Like, I don't know what it... So, like, I was forgetting everything. Like I had to make rice because we were making curry rice for dinner, and I like washed the rice, I soaked it, I put it in the rice cooker, and I forgot to I plugged in the rice cooker, but I forgot to hit the button to get it start cooking. And so when I was done with stream, I was freaking like usual. I'm like starving, but then I noticed like, oh shit, I forgot to like cook the rice. I forgot to start the rice cooker, so I forgot that. I remember talking to SJ Gold about next week's showcase specifically for the Strategy Informer. Couldn't remember a freaking day because my days were all off too. I started forgetting other things. I can't even remember what I forgot, but I forgot some other things as well. It was just a really off day. And then while we were streaming, like, I forgot to like also, I forgot to put in some games into OBS. I forgot about that. And then while we were streaming, I could not, for the life of me, finish that last level of Impious Pumpkins. I was like trying real hard to force it with my spec. Like, so I spec'd heavily into Warrior and then some into Ranger. And I thought, I'll just force it because that's what I did with the level
Second
before
to last
the
level, yeah.
Yeah, so I just forced it. And I could not force it on that last freaking level. So eventually I was like, you know what? I'm going to respec. I took some advice from Nord. I was like, okay, heavy healer. And then we'll spec all the Rangers into, what was it? Like crowd control, I think it was.
Yeah,
because it would slow the attacks down. I figured that will help. And so what I would try to do is put the healer up on the top of the map. This is on the last level in the corn stalk or cornfield or whatever it's called. And I tried to put the healer on the top, and then I tried to put like DPS all around the healer to keep the healer safe because you can only have one healer. And I just kept getting bad RNG where the pumpkins would like spawn. It was really annoying. Eventually I was just like, okay, I can't. I'm done. Like, I'll come back and try to do it again. I think it's just gonna take me like several times, or maybe even try to respec a couple of times to see what I think works the best for me. And then after that, we went and tried to do the daily challenge in Rise of Humanity. And I don't know what it was. I kept getting Sue killed. I got Sue killed the first time, and the second time around, I did something else that I messed up and forgot about. So then I resigned and tried to do it again. And I just couldn't get past it. And then Nord almost finished the daily challenge. What happened?
I got right to the end, and it was the first time I'd seen reinforcements can show up. And I was like, cool, how does that happen? And the strongest enemy I've seen so far, is it a Smasher?
Yeah, Smasher.
Like 4 of them dropped like right on top of my squishy. And it was just like, what?
Yeah. So it dropped on, was it Memory?
Yep, Memory. Okay, so she normally has 7 HP, but on that challenge, everybody's HP is reduced by 2. So she had 5 HP, and it was just like, well, that was that.
Game over, man.
All the way to the end of the challenge, and I get wiped. Anyway.
that was my day yesterday, and I went to bed at 5 o'clock, around 5 or 6, and just watched shows and movies because I was...
Sleep the bad memories away.
Yeah, I had to sleep the bad memories away, exactly.
Anyways, I'm ready for you here in game.
Okay. Second here.
So, for anybody that doesn't remember what we have for characters, I have Monkey, my human cavalier, obviously, based off of, what is this, like, second-ish edition rules. There's a little bit of third edition thrown in, I think. Humans are the only ones that can be paladins, which always bothered me about Neverwinter Nights, because the paladin that's on the cover for that,
yeah,
she's like a half-elf. And I was like, you're doing it wrong! It's supposed to be a human! Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. That would always irk me, but it's like third edition for that one, so I think they can get away with it.
So in third edition, you can be an elf paladin?
I think it's something like that.
That's weird. Isn't that a weird combo? Elf paladin?
I think it's like maybe specifically though half elf. Like I'm not sure if full elves can do it.
Okay.
Anyway.